Hello, hello, hello. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. We're going to come in and do a morning check in. All praises. We're just going to get maybe two or three messages on this wonderful day. Had a beautiful, awesome weekend. But we're gonna go on and get started. Kind of starting a little bit different this morning, so we're gonna start with the unknown first. All right, what it is, spirit that may be unknown. Okay, that we can't see with our visual eyes, but it's something unknown within spirit. All right, okay. So, Father, all praises. We just thank you this morning, Father. I thank you for everything that you do, not only for me, Father, but other that believe strongly in your love, Father. Father, I just want to give you gratitude and just let you know, Father, that I love you because, Father, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't without your grace, your mercy, your belief in me, Father. You said before I was in my mother's womb, Father, you knew the plan you had for your daughter. All praises to the Most High. All right. So, angels protect this message. Okay. Any distractions, we dismiss it right now in the name of Yeshua. All praises. Father, we just thank you right now. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. I'm picking up something by grandmother. I don't know why I felt like a grandmother vibe this morning. I felt a grandmother vibe this morning. Maybe in one of these three messages, we'll see why I'm picking up on a grandmother. Something about a grandmother vibe. All right, we got a few cards here. We got a good bit. I didn't expect for so many to come out, but we got a good bit. Wow, grandmother could be telling you something about some eternal love. Maybe wanting to show love about something. Okay, we have two cards that talks about destiny. We see the winds and the mark of destiny. Okay, and then we have the key of the heart again lining in with that eternal love. Okay, so we have here some wonderful cards. Okay, I feel spirit is definitely in the midst with this triangle card here. Okay, when I see this card here, I always like to say it's the Most High, the soul, and this vessel, this body that I carry. All right. Okay, Father, let's get into this message. Let's start with the unknown shore because we're wanting to know. That's the question we want to know, right? We said we wanted to know what is unknown, right? So it's something about an unknown shore. And this card, it reads, the unknown awaits you. So it's something that awaits you. Whatever awaits you, it could have something to do with, okay, we see two destiny cards. We see a wind and we see mark. The mark of destiny, the wind of destiny. Okay? So we knew something unknown. Something unknown. All right? Could have something to do about destiny. Could be a destiny of one individual or two individuals. We see a destiny here. Okay? And then we have here the key of the heart. We're going to put that as the fourth card there. All right. And then we have here the triangle. And finally, we're going to go with eternal love. That's how we're going to set that up. All right. So let's look at these two destiny cards. We have a winds and we have a mark. Okay, the winds and the mark. I'm saying that could be two peoples. Okay, all right. It says moving with the wind to pursue greater possibilities. Tells me somebody is coming towards somebody. The wind is flowing towards the mark. Okay, okay. Again, the wind is flowing towards the mark. All right. It's then the mark of destiny. It reads. It says faith, faith. Faith leaves its mark on you and becomes your guide. All right. So whenever this wind comes to you, it's something about this wind that's going to be familiar to you. Huh? When this wind come to you, it's going to be something familiar about this wind that's coming to you. You're going to feel something familiar. It's going to be something there, okay? Because it says fate leaves its mark on you, okay? And becomes your guide, all right? This could have something to do ancestry, something about an angel, could be a grandmother, all right? And then we got here the key of the heart. It says unchain your mind and find freedom. So when the wind, okay, when the wind come to the mark, apparently this could be two different individuals, but however, it's been something about destiny here. When these two here may meet, talk, or whatever, however, spirit is working something else, because this is the unknown. This is going on in spirit. It says to unchain your mind. So that means that it should be some form of understanding, okay? Because the final outcome for this destiny, is to what? Find freedom, okay? And then it says invisible forces are keeping the energy in balance. And with this triangle, it's going to be kept in balance. Okay? The unseen, the spirit things, the spirit that allows what? Somebody to reach some form when it comes to what? Eternal love. Eternal love is your greatest strength. So this looked like a whole beautiful roadmap of two souls coming together. After overcoming. Because the only way you're gonna have to get to a destiny, you had to really go through what? Some unknown shores in your life. Okay? Because see, it says the unknowns await you, prepared to be challenged. And that could have been what you have already endured. Probably endured many challenges, okay? Went in unknown situations, unknown places, dealt with unknown crises, circumstances, all right? But however, at the end of this, at the end of it all, or when the cycle finally closed, okay, now you're really at that peak. I'm looking at the destiny more so as the peak, all right? Because see, once you go up a peak, you can't just stay at the peak, right? Lining in with this triangle, okay? When you get to the peak, you don't want to just stay at the peak because you know what? It's more, right? So once you get to the peak, you can't go higher, right? So now you got to come now to that point where you're going to come down, okay? You're going to start coming down. You're not coming down as a negative, though. That's the good thing. Because, see, you don't went through the challenges and everything. So now when you know when you're going down things are very much more easier, right? And Father, if anybody trying to do anything to corrupt what I'm saying here, or anybody try to mimic or steal anything, Father, we condemn those individuals, okay? Because see, when I look in here, it look like I can see somebody watching me. Not only watching me, the ear. I'm picking up on the ear more than anything in this picture. You might not can see it, but I actually see a figure. And the main thing I see to this card is what, Susan? Somebody's ear. All praises to the Most High. So you might can see it too if you was to pause, pick it up, search it. But I see an ear more than anything. And when you see right here where this individual down here walking, right here is where I'm picking up the ear at. Right there. You see like somebody trying to hear what somebody is saying here. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. All right, Father, thank you for showing me that. All right. And not only that, could be two people, because here go another one up here at the top right here trying to look down on you. Y'all see that? Okay. All right. So, all praises to the Most High. Could be two people, being those in the midst of this reading at this present moment. Okay? All right, Father. All right. So let's go a little deeper. All praises to the Most High. Let's see what Spirit may want to say additional to this. Okay, we're gonna pick up this here deck since we're talking about with this triangle. We know that it's something okay that could have a lot of my whole life. Everything I've been doing been having something to do with just that biblical. Okay, a lot of things about the ancient things are coming back to surface. Okay, people are learning who they are. Okay, people are getting in tune with themselves. Okay, they're learning about just that, but the destinies, okay, all right, a lot of the ancestors, okay, I told you I picked up a grandmother, right, a lot of the ancestors are really starting to help waking up those that really need to be woke at this present time, okay, because see the cycle has the wheel has already moved, okay? The wheel been moving for a long time. One thing about the earth, okay, the earth, it never stops moving, right? This wheel been going and going and going, trying to wake us up, wake us up, wake us up. But we had to get that grips, okay, of knowledge, of believing and knowing, that is more to life. It's something that, okay, that has been taught from the past, okay, things that we have got ourselves so intertwined in, we was ignoring the wheel that was continuing to move, all right? Okay, so Spirit, I'm not gonna look at anything particular here. We just gonna flow. I'm gonna flow accordingly. Whatever it is to come out of this deck. If we don't already have something out here to clarify or to show something more about that, we're gonna take it as it is and look into that card when we get to the tarot. All right. All praises to the Most High. Okay, we're gonna do one run through, squad. We're gonna do one run through. Anything that we have in this deck that can be a help to this message, let it be known, let it come forth, all right? And we're going to get into the actual message of what's being said, okay, here, okay? All right, all praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Okay, wow. I got one confirmation. I already see that one. All right. Look, I told you already what I said about the destiny. We got the what? We got the winds of destiny, the mark of destiny. There it go. Okay. Could be a male and a female. Okay. All right. We're going to put that male, female right above those two destiny cards there. Okay. We got poverty out here. Okay. We got poverty. Not only do we have poverty, we have spouse. So maybe it's supposed to be something there too. We're gonna put some said put the spouse at the bottom, okay? All right. We got journey. Somebody's trying to. That's what it is. Somebody wanted to stop this journey. Okay, that's why journey coming in the reverse. Somebody didn't want some. Somebody was trying to stop this journey. Okay, but I'm gonna turn this journey around because of simple fat reason. If it's not to go on a journey, okay, with this unknown, sure, you already done been through the journey. Okay, all right. So we're gonna leave that card right there with journey, and we're gonna put journey in the unknown, sure, and we're gonna turn journey in the upright. Okay. We got knighthood. Okay, that's a group of peoples. Okay, could be a society, could be a coven, could be a family, could be multiples. Okay, all right. So we're gonna put them on the outside. Okay, we got poverty. I told you we had poverty. Okay, all right. So with the poverty here, we're gonna put poverty at the bottom of this triangle. I put it at the bottom of the triangle because when you think about the USA currency, okay, a triangle is on the dollar bill, right? Okay. So we're going to leave poverty right there at the bottom of the triangle, okay? We got a mature man. Mature man is coming in the reverse, all right? It's something about this mature man. We already put spouse in the reverse, right? Could be a mature man may have said they were somebody's spouse or something like that. And then here go another confirmation. We see family room, okay? That talks about secrets. There's some family secrets. or it could have been some secrets within this family. This knighthood itself could be a family. It was some secrets. All right, we're gonna put those two cards right there together. Okay, and then look what came out. Even after I showed it, y'all. I told you a lot of my life, a lot of my reasons been just about this right here. All right, biblical. And with the biblical, I'm going to put that biblical right below the knighthood and the family room. So that's how we got our layout. Okay? And now we're going to get a little deeper into the sauce, the meat, of this here with the tarot. And we're going to look at this thing and see this thing all the way through now, Father. All right. So we're going to start at the beginning and work our way down, Father. That's the way we're going to do this. So we're going to start out. First thing, what we got on the outside. What we have on the outside, we got knighthood, family room, and biblical. That's what's on the outside of this whole situation. Okay? So it's been some secrets. Uh-huh. All right. A lot of privacy going on. Okay? Could have been in a group of individuals that had a common cause. They knew something, okay? Not only that, we got the biblical here, okay? All right? So, let's talk about the knighthood, family room, biblical, please. All right, here you go, a 7 of pentacles of all cards that could have came out. This could be 7 different groups, okay, or peoples, okay? This could be 7 peoples, okay? But it's something about, it's 7 of pentacles. Now, there's 7 of pentacles here. Now, this 7 pentacles, they can talk about your potential success, okay? It can talk about multiple things when it comes to my things, okay? Maybe it was something these people was expecting to gain, okay, for something here, okay? All right? Because it also can talk about perseverance. More so, if nothing more, it's about the perseverance, all right? With this unknown shore, all right? The thing was this what? Stop somebody's journey. Okay? Even though somebody already done what? They already done went through a journey. Okay? All right? So I'm more so, wow, the tower right here. So I know that we on point. All right? I'm on point with what I'm saying. So we ain't even going to put no more on what's on the outside. We already see it's been something going on for a long time. And that seven of pentacles right there, that tells me, okay, whatever it was, okay, it was a lot of plotting and scheming going on, okay? Because this here card, it also talks a lot about building something, okay? All right, setting goals for something, okay? All right, and seeing the potentials of something, okay? All right, and they wanted to gain some form of success at the end of all this, okay? But with the 7 of Pentacles coming out, that right there should already let you know what the plan the enemy had for you, okay? It didn't prosper, okay? Especially with the 7 of Pentacles coming out here. Because, hold on, let's get this notebook. I usually don't look at these numbers, but now I'm going back to what I saw yesterday because I'm going back now to what a lot of times the Spirit just showed me this yesterday. Now I'm finna utilize it. Look at that. All right. Because, see, the number 7 already talk about what? The end. Do you hear me? It already say the end. So, if you got biblical out here, we know biblical teaching is supposed to have been over with a long time ago as well. Right or wrong? Because that 7 of Pentacles is talking about the end. Not only that, it talks about sword, truth. And not only do it talks about truth, it talks about hate. All right? And then let's go to the other one where I got the number 7, okay? It talks about what? Test. It talks about metaphysics. Withdrawal, okay, contemplation, spirituality, I told you, biblical teaching really been gone, man, this been over a long time ago. All praises to the Most High. So, let's look at this journey, okay, we know about the unknown shore, okay, somebody already went through a journey, but somebody wanted to stop. this journey. They want to put the journey to the end. Y'all see this number 10. Okay. How you can put something to an end that you already what? You already ended the journey already by yourself. Could be both of these individuals right here. They already ended their journey. Okay. But y'all trying to come. Okay. Look at that, y'all. Some that was already over, they still were pushing. Some they was trying to stop, was already finished. All right. So let's put that back. Already finished. Okay. Let's talk about the unknown surefire. I'm trying to explain and talk, y'all, but at the same time I'm cooking breakfast. So I may have to stop and merge this video. Okay. Look at that. That's what they wanted to stop. Right there. That really comes back to what I said at first. And then not only that, here go the tower showed up for what? The second time. I mean, spirit say, okay, enough is enough. Okay? How many times the wheel got to keep going? How long the word got to keep going before somebody wake up and smell the coffee, and see the fire, and hear my word, The Bible said, they that have an ear, let them hear what the Spirit is saying to the who? To the church. All praise. That's it right there. We're going to put the towel back in the deck, but we're going to keep the four ones out. All righty. Now, there we go. We got male, female. We got male, female. We got male, female. Okay. Now, we over here on these two destiny cards. And I told you what I put at the bottom, right? Somebody tried to pretend. It was some pretending. Going with their plot and scheming. They come over here with this here 7 of Pentacles, okay? There go part of their master plan, That was already ruined, Because, see, look at that. See, number 5. Number 5 supposed to talk about what? Change, okay? With this 5 coming in the reverse, Somebody, what? They ain't want something to change or something. They ain't want change. They don't want to know about spirituality. They wanted to keep these lies flowing. They wanted these lies to keep going forever and ever, 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 ever. How you going to keep something going forever when the word is already written? That it was going to be a time when the Bibles wasn't even going to be here no more, right or wrong. So how you going to sit up here and portray something to never end when it's already written that this mess, these lies, this corruption, this plan, was going to last forever? You ain't going to make something last forever, when Spirit already done put it in there that this mess has got to go. Because the only way for you to get to spirituality, you ain't going to have a book to learn spirit. Spirit is coming from within. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Could have been a couple. Both of them up on top of their head, doing the headstand. Because they were leading the Most High people the wrong way. And this mature man, he knew it too. He knew it too, but this person was very stubborn and didn't want to bring change. You didn't want to bring change, but it was written. And you can't, and one thing about spirit, try to get up there and fake it. Y'all can fake it with that Bible. But get up and get somewhere and fake spirituality and see how fast your ass gonna be got knocked down right in the midst of wherever the hell you at, and you might not even get back up. Try to play with spirit and think you're gonna get away with it for many, many years like y'all did from that false teacher. It's a different level. You can't fake spirituality. Get up there. Because my father said, what? He ain't finna be marked. Y'all can mark the hell out of that Bible. But you get up in that church and think you finna mark the Most High. Baby, the Most High will lay you flat. Right where you thought you were standing. You won't be standing. You will be laying flat. Play with my father. You can't, this something you ain't gonna play with here. You either going to be real or you going to be fake with it. And if you be fake with it, baby, you done signed your death certificate. Let's talk about it, spirit. Baby, Susie, you speaking, baby. You telling some of these theologians something, baby, they ain't never thought about for themselves. I don't care how long you been pastoring in the church. Play with it. Page 1. You speaking facts, daughter. You speaking facts. And somebody in the spirit agreeing with me because I hear them. They know I'm telling the truth. All praise. All right. Then we got what? The key of the heart. It says, unchain your mind and find freedom. And that's really what this page of wands just spit out. Unchain your mind and find freedom. Spirit, I don't even have to pull a card for that. Because the page of wands just really came right back and confirmed the key of the heart. All right, let's go now to this triangle, this poverty. Okay, let's go to that right now. Let's go to the poverty. Okay, let's talk about that now. Now, poverty, that could talk about not getting really spiritually fed. You could look at it like that on the spiritual level, but on the earthly level, you can look at it as having a lack of finances. It's two ways this poverty can stand. Just like it's two ways I can see this triangle. I can see this triangle in a spiritual light. I can see this triangle on the earthly light. Okay, both things, both cards, I can see it. Okay, just as so. And when you look at 37, the number on this card, it lines up with what, Susan? 10. Many people finna get ready to what? They finna go on a spiritual journey. They try to stop you, but you already had completed the journey a long time ago. But now most people finna get ready to really see what it feels like. That's why the triangle here. Cause now a lot of them got to start from the bottom, climbing up that pyramid. And even though this picture is very well laid out, y'all know them pyramids, when you get up close to them personal, okay, baby, it can be a challenge. If you think you're going to climb that peak, it's a challenge. All right, let's talk about the pyramid and the poverty, and then I got to go check my breakfast. Look at that, justice. That's clarity, Susan. This truth you spend out, baby. I don't care what your age is, okay? You giving a lot of clarity. You giving a lot of truth. You bringing a lot of damn balance to the land. Do you hear me? Hey, thank you. Even the stove just click. Final card, Father. Cause I gotta go check this stuff. I don't want to burn up. Okay, final card. I love talking to spirit. I love conversing with spirit. I love to see the things that spirit can really show me. Do you hear me? I love it. I love it. I love it. Eternal love. And then when you can just get to the point where you can just really express yourself how you want to, because that's something that's been a little challenging. I can't express myself like I want to because I'm not in my own element. But now Spirit made a way, for me to come with this beautiful message on today. All right. Eternal love. Eternal love. Final card. Eternal love. Eternal love is what we at, Father. Oh, I feel good. All praises to the Most High. All right. And maybe that's supposed to be the other one. I don't know. But we just going to let it stay there. That's a natural born leader. Somebody that's a motivator. Okay. Somebody that has some honor. Okay. They're a visionary. Okay. And apparently this person already see a bigger picture of something too. They see a bigger picture because it says here, moving with the winds to pursue what? Greater possibilities. And that's really conclude this whole message. Y'all moving past this false biblical teaching to spirituality. All right? Getting in tune with yourself. This person knows. If they didn't know, they had a sense. And maybe this message, this message is really only the confirmation. Only the confirmation. Let's go right here, and it's and either is this me or is it two other people? I already told you I saw two spies in the reading, right or wrong. I saw two spies, and it's no coincidence. Look what I see in my hand. There go a Queen of Wands. We already seen the King of Wands. So those may be the two ears and eyes that tuning in, spying in on this message. And I say it is. And there go the chariot, and I hear the sirens. Say no more, Susan. Say no more. Talk to you later.